is Privileged Black Girl, and I am on here today to talk to you all. As you can see by the title, it says Let's Bake, Let's Early Morning Chinwag. I decided to get on here earlier than 12 o'clock p.m., which is what I normally get on here and do. Come on at around 12, 1, 2 p.m. But today I have something to do around 12 o'clock. So I have a meeting at 1 p.m. and I will not be able to be on live today for my early afternoon live. I will not be able to be on my early afternoon live because I have something to do at 12 o'clock. So I wanted to get on here and talk to you all. I wanted to just do a wake and bake, to be honest. I know y'all do wake and bakes. I decided to do a wake and bake. Last night I had to cut it short with you all because I was definitely in my feelings. I was so much in my feelings that I deleted the video. I didn't even allow for the playback to be watched. That's how much I was in my feelings. I did not want you all to see me that way. So today, y'all probably not even up, but I am. And because I decided to go live and talk to you all and do a wake and bake and see who's getting up and going to work. Because if you got a job, you definitely need to be grateful. A lot of us out here don't have no goddamn job. So, good morning, Willie Matthews. Thank you so much for hanging out with me last night, Willie Matthews. I was drinking and whatnot. Hey, class, I thought you had a training. Hey, Classy 137. I have a training today at 1 o'clock p.m. That's why I decided to do a wake and bake and get on here early, because I have a training today at 1 o'clock p.m. I am not going to say what it's about, but I have Namyo Renge Kyo. Namyo Renge Kyo. I know that chant, girl. Namyo Renge Kyo. Hi, Storm. So I wanted to get on live and come on here early and talk to you all because I have something to do today at 1 o'clock. Thank you for the live. You're welcome. Namya Renge Kyo. I probably need to start chanting again, to be honest. I need to be a part of that culture again. I'm doing a wake and bake. This is a wake and bake. I already pre-rolled 2 blunts. Hey, super cute ass, extra adorable. Thank you so much, Mr. Marcus. I don't have on any makeup right now. I don't have on no accessories right now. I really woke up like this. I decided to cover my hair like this. I got on a t-shirt. I ain't even got no goddamn panties on, bitch. I ain't got no panties on. I ain't got no panties on. I ain't got no panties on a dance floor. Like, well, I hope all works out, whatever it is. Thank you, Classy 137. So, yes, I do have, I could tell y'all this. Y'all know I've been looking for work. So I've been participating in my local elections. And right now I have a training today to be a poll worker. Not a poll worker that I work for 6-inch heels, but a poll worker, the people that you see at the polls when you go to vote. So be sure to, if I could tell y'all this, because I actually do want y'all to go out and participate in your local elections. You have the jurisdiction to vote for the people who are around you, the mayor, the people, the congressman. Y'all have the jurisdiction to be able to vote. Let me show y'all who. Damn. Hi. I remember you did that last election. Classic 137. Yes, I did do that last election, and I'm doing it again. I did do that last election, and I'm doing it again. I am doing the election, our local elections again. I know that I like to joke around and play around with you all a lot, but I do care about politics. I just wish I knew more about politics to be like, this and that. But I'm starting to educate myself about it. So just because I don't know about it, that doesn't mean since I've been in Miami, I have been participating in my local elections. And right now, our commissioner is Alex Fernandez. You know what's crazy is I think I have his business card, and I met him. I met him when I was at the gym. I do be keeping people debit cards. I think I met Alex. He's our commissioner. I'm gonna show y'all. I think I got his business card because I met him at the gym, and he was like, "Hey, I'm the commissioner." Oh, actually, our commissioner, about 6 or 7 months ago, our commissioner was different. His name is Joseph Magazine. That was our commissioner, and now we have Commissioner Alex Fernandez running for Miami Beach Commission. So I'm participating in our local elections today. I have a training for our local elections today so that I can be able to do the poll training. I told y'all I've been looking for a job. I've been looking for work. I've been looking for a hustle. If you got a job right now that's paying you a pretty decent wage, be grateful, motherfucker. You need to be a grateful motherfucker. Hey, Stella the Great. Hi, Stella. Let me tell y'all about Stella the Great. I met Stella the Great a couple weeks ago, y'all. I met Stella the Great. She came down here to Miami for her birthday. It was such a pleasure to meet her and her sister. They have beautiful souls, beautiful energies. I thought it was going to be a little awkward, but it wasn't. Stella and her sister were good people. It was a pleasure to meet you. It was a pleasure to meet you, Stella. It was a pleasure. But I'm participating in our local elections. I'm volunteering in our. Hi, Daniel. I'm great. Thank you so much for asking. I am a part of our local elections. I volunteer. I do volunteer work, so I signed up to be a part of our local election. You're Jewish, babe? Okay. It was great to meet you, too. It was a pleasure to meet you, Stella. That's nice. That's a nice hospital for not having a job or insurance. Good luck. Paul, okay, don't be shady now, Paul. Look, just because I don't have a goddamn job, that don't mean I'm going through it because I need a job. But don't you ever in your motherfucking rabbit ass mind, even with me goddamn needing a job, I'm still bougie, nigga. I still got standards, nigga. I still got my whole house refurnished and I don't even have a job, bitch. It ain't on rental center. Ain't nobody gonna come knock on my door and take my furniture away from me. So don't you ever in your motherfucking rabbit ass mind. And let me tell y'all something else too. Let me tell you, and another motherfucking thing. How about this? Just because you are going through things in life, that don't mean you gotta act like the bottom of the barrel. That don't mean you gotta act like a broke poverty bitch. You just because you going through some shit, the government pay for that shit. You out your rabbit ass mind. The government ain't helping me pay for a motherfucking thing over here. I tried to get food stamps. I was disqualified. I tried to get unemployment. I make too much money. I tried to apply for financial aid. They told me I'm making too much money. I was like, where the fuck are y'all getting these records from? You know what they did? They went to the IRS, to the government where you pay taxes, and they looked at your taxes from 2 years ago. Talk about you was making over $100,000 just a couple years ago. We're going based off of that. No, I don't get EBT. I don't get food stamps. I don't get SNAP benefits. I don't get Section 8. I don't get none of those benefits that y'all think that I get. I have gotten them in the past. I'm not shaming nobody who do get those benefits. If you are getting them benefits right now, you got a regular job, bitch, you better milk the government for everything he motherfucking got and goddamn be on your shit, because it's hard right now. Times are hard for everybody right now. I'm not saying nobody's out here impulsively spending. That's hella messed up. It is. I'm not qualified for that. I know y'all want to talk shit. I know y'all want me to be qualified. Even if I was on that motherfucking shit right now, I'll throw a party for my goddamn subscribers and do a meet and greet with their asses. And yup, and this is EBT supplied, bitch. But it ain't. So shut up. I decided to get up and do a goddamn wake and bake. Y'all got me going to 20 miles per hour talking to y'all right now. And all I want to do on here is get a goddamn wake and bake and make up for last night, because I was on this bitch in my feelings last night, because I was in my feelings, but I ain't in my feelings no more. So I'm just sitting up here talking to y'all this morning. Just get tested, hun. Get tested for what? I wouldn't give a fuck if it is EBT. Just feed me. Okay. So, whatever you want it to be, I would definitely just feed with you. I will fuck with you. But everybody else, Gordo says, I make $90,000 a year and I'm still struggling paycheck to paycheck. Shaking my head. Look, you said, oh, that must have been Gordo. If you making $90,000 a year, then I have reason to believe that you can spell, and you didn't mean to put cheek. That's check. But yeah, $90,000 a year is good money. It's a pretty decent salary if you don't have no responsibilities and it's just you. But I was making $120,000 and I lost my job. So it happens. Aaliyah, good morning, girl. Let me light my blunt because I am, and the cost of living is too high. What up, Mama James? What up? What's up? That's spreading a problem. That's $90,000. Not a money making problem. That's a spending problem with $90,000. That's not a money making problem. You know what, Yodo? You right. He needs a financial planner. You must live in Cali. Nope, I was living in Georgia making 90,000. I was living in Georgia making $120,000 a year from my remote job, and my remote job was based out of the office was based out of Washington, the state of Washington, not Washington D.C. So people are out here, and you know what? A lot of us do. Some people, I'm not saying a lot of us, but some people do have poor money management problems. You know, they have poor money management. Therefore, when you're making a lot of money, when you're getting $10,000, because $90,000 is about a little over what $90,000, 10, a little bit, 6, 7, $90,000, 12 times 9 is 12 times 9 is 100. Okay. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out how much you make per month, but my math is clearly not mathing right now, because I was like, okay, it's easy to get $10,000 a month, and when you get in $10,000 a month, which is bi-weekly, $2,500 each week, it's easy to spend that money. You don't even you feel like that money coming in forever, unless you said just spark up. Okay, I'm about to spark my blood. Damn, y'all, I'm about to spark my blood. But like, we just having a conversation. Yes, taxes will eat a lot. Yeah, taxes will eat a lot. I'm going through it with the IRS right now. They're trying to say that they gave me a $30,000 payout from taxes, and I know that's a motherfucking lie. So we are submitting the appeal for that right now because they capping. $30,000. Ain't nobody ever got $30,000 back in taxes. I know that's cap. Gordo says, you said math isn't my strong point. Okay, well, let me do the math. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. It's 10 times, that's it. I have to add on the 2 other months. So math isn't my strong suit. You know what? Math isn't my strong suit. And I'm not going to sit up here and act like it is. I know that if I'm making $120,000 per year, that's $10,000 per month that I was making. He says that he's making $90,000 a year, $90,000 a year. And I'm saying, oh, how much is that per month? 12 times, 12 divided by 90,000. You can't put 12 into 9. I know that. So now I'm up here trying to see 12 divided by 90,000. I can't. 12 divided by 90,000 divided by 12. Math isn't my strong point. And if you're going to be on my motherfucking channel watching me, then goddamn help me. Shit. You up here talking shit because I couldn't goddamn get the calculations right? Bitch, I was making $120,000 a year. It's 12 months in a year. I was getting $10,000 a month. That's easy math. Now, when you went down to the 9, it kind of threw me off and I didn't know what the hell it was. God damn it. Shit, that's why we got calculators, bitch. It's $7,500 a month. Now what? So he makes $7,500 a month. He has 4 kids. He says, I do live in California. I got 4 kids. My mortgage is $2,400 a month. And a car payment total is $1,300. Just in groceries, I spend $2,000 a month. You see, do you hear that? He's making $7,500 a month. He pays $2,400 for his mortgage. He pays for his cars $1,300 a month, and then he pays for his grocery $2,000 a month. Just with his expenses alone, that's $5,700. $5,700 on top of $5,700 divided by 75. So we got $7,500 minus his $5,700. Okay, $7,500 minus the $5,700. We gonna help you get your math together. This ain't even our money. We just playing with yours. $7,500 a month subtracted by $5,700 for your monthly expenses, which leaves you with about $1,800 each month. $1,800 is what he has to play around for the rest of the month. So 7,000 ish a month. Okay, we got it. We got the numbers. Okay, Gary said math is not your strong suit either. LOL. Okay, so this is we're talking to our friend. We're talking to our friend. Good morning, Janelle. Okay, so we're talking to our friend. He's making $7,500 a month. Okay, cool. Okay, Gordo. So Gordo, you're making $7,500 a month. You have $5,700 worth of expenses. You have $1,800 left over for the remainder of the month. Let's say you get paid bi-weekly. So that's about $900 left out of each check bi-weekly. You think you can sell a car? Do you think you should sell a car? Not my either. People treat credit like cash. If you can't buy something for straight cash, you don't deserve it. Credit is the devil. Get real. Robert, I agree. The money you make in a year has nothing to do with the money it takes to live. It's a yearly salary. The money that you make in a year can absolutely something to do with the money that it takes to he says the money you make in a year has nothing to do with the money it takes to live. It's a yearly salary. Goddess of truth, that couldn't be more ridiculous. Looking at your annual salary allows for you to see how much you make each year, divide that by each month, divide that by each divided by each year, divided by each month. That way that you can see your this. I don't know what y'all do, but you need to look. Even though I don't have I still manage my budget even without a job. So you have your expenses and you have your income. Subtract your income from your expenses so that you can see it does matter. What are you talking about? Your annual salary is literally the salary that it takes for you to live day to day on. That doesn't make any sense. You look at your expenses and you look at your income and you subtract the difference. If you are an impulsive spender, or if you don't track your pockets, or you don't think you have a future to come or anything like that, then you're going to be fucking around and just spending money for no reason. That is not true. Some people do make decent money, but just like y'all said in the comments, it's poor money management. If the spouse is a woman, her money is another expense for her husband. What if the spouse is a woman who works and makes more than her husband? Then maybe her husband is the expense for her. Stop doing that, y'all. We live in a different society nowadays. Don't try to sit up here and act like the man is the only breadwinner nowadays when we know for a fact it's women breadwinners. Stop. Don't do that. Personal property taxes equals $2,688. What? Them kids gotta eat less, Gordo. Car payment can be lower. What model year? What about child support? Where's the spouse's money? Do you have a spouse? You said you do. You have 4 kids. Are you married, Gordo? It's about expenses. Sorry, AW missed that, but still, okay. Took me 35 years, but I have no budget. You have taxes and all kind of unexpected expenses in life. Taxes don't change. One thing that's for certain that they say is taxes and death. Taxes and death. No, ma'am, she done. She done what? She done. She died. I'm sorry to hear that. Living within your means sucks. Don't get me wrong, but thinking you deserve something and buying it on a credit is always a bad idea. Robert, I absolutely agree. No, she don't work. Gordo, she don't work. Have you asked her to start working? Because I know my man been asking me to work for the past 2 years, and I legitimately have been looking for a job, but it has not been easy for me to find a job here in South Florida. And I'm open to move to different states. I don't want to move from Miami, but I'm going where the money at. It costs $16,000 to die. What? No, she don't work. Okay. Is she trying to work, Gordo? Is she actively looking for a job, or is she in one of those situations where it's difficult to find a job because companies are not hiring right now? They posted the jobs as if they're hiring, but they're not hiring nobody for it. I don't know. Trust you make You hop on the internet for money. Yo, hop on the internet for money. Trust you could make some if you only really try, do your research. I agree. I'm looking for more money always. Trent, okay. Just turning in, but it feels like man, woman together, a single all going through it. It seems like we as a collective, as a society, understand that there are things aren't easy right now. Inflation is high. A lot of things are just expensive right now for a lot of people. Not saying for everyone, because we understand there's some big ballers out there, some big baller shot callers. Y'all got all the money in the world. Y'all ain't got no problems. Y'all are perfect. Your life is perfect. You traveling, you buying, you shopping, you doing all of that. Yeah, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the ones who are more related to what I'm talking about, not you. Yo, okay. Get good at cryptocurrency. Thank me later. Jay Blame. I got some investments in the cryptocurrencies. She's the stay-at-home mom and takes care of our children, appointments, and school activities. Okay, Gordo. So it acts like y'all have. It sounds as if y'all have a traditional lifestyle, but your wife doesn't understand the impact of not having a job that is bringing down on you, and it might be difficult for her to find a job because she hasn't worked in so long because she's taking care of the household and taking care of the kids. And I completely understand, because being a mom and being a wife is also a full-time job. You just don't get paid for it. Getting debt free is the best possible investment you can make for average folks. I know it's hard out here. People get stuck on that debt treadmill. I agree, Robert. Right before I started making six figures, and I was in some debt. I paid myself. I got out of debt. I'm talking about like 5-figure debt. I got out of debt, and then I was doing very well in life, and I put myself back in debt. So now I want to work to get back out of debt. But again, this is me just actively getting my shit together in my life. I agree, Rob. 1965. Absolutely. Absolutely. Before COVID, everyone had money. LOL. Not everything costs 400% more. I agree with you 100%. Hell yeah, Gordo. A lot of my friends make $100,000 working. A lot of my friends make $100,000 with a working wife who makes $50,000. It is still struggling. Yep. Where were you working before? I was working at a tech company. I won't say the name of the company, but I was working in finance and tech as a recruiter, looking for software development engineers, financial reporting accountants, software development engineers level 2 and 3. I was also looking for quality assurance managers who work in aviation that have a certification, an AS91 certification. So I've worked in corporate for quite some time, and I haven't been able to find a job in my field in the past 2 years doing what I do. So, but that's what I was doing before. You said, wow, my daughter does that. I did. You did. Yes, Stevie. So I was a recruiter. I am a recruiter. Like, I know how to recruit. I am a technical recruiter. I've done different types of industries. I've sourced. I'm talking about a little bit. Okay, I'm talking about the whole thing. Headhunter, where you apply. I'm headhunting, or I'm just looking for you. You can apply for the job and I interview you, or I can break down tech. When I say breakdown tech, I'm looking for software development engineers level 1 and 2 who are qualified for the positions and roles that I was seeking. Check if the bank websites for job opportunities. I hate that a job makes up who people are. Mr. Marcus, is true. It's true. I haven't had a job in 2 years, and all the people online do is yell for me to get a goddamn job. That's all y'all do is be like, you need to get a job. You need to get a job. And I be telling y'all, look, I don't want to talk shit because you got a job. We all need money, but shit, your job ain't even paying you enough, and you mad at me because I'm sitting at home on my ass like Gordo's wife. No shade to your wife, Gordo. Shout out to your wife. But I am at home like her. But I just ain't got no kids and nobody running around my goddamn house. You know what I mean? But I'm definitely sitting at home like your goddamn wife. And I want to do better. I want to do better. See, the thing about getting on YouTube is I said I'm going to get on YouTube and make a change. Maybe YouTube will allow for me to accomplish the other dreams and goals that I have in my life because I'm not able to get it right now. I ended up finding a job and them motherfuckers hired me and fired me and now I'm a sue their ass. So, yeah. It is what it is. So I have been seeking work, seeking new opportunities, doing what I need to do to hustle to make sure that I can have a better life. And I get it. I get it. No one out here with the perfect life. No one. Shit, I know millionaires and billionaires that are struggling too. Shit. They money tied up. They're like, my finances, my finances, my finances, my finances. And I just got my nails and toes done yesterday. I got my nails and toes done yesterday, and then somebody gonna say, I'm worried about you. And they said, why are you worried about me? Because I'm getting my nails and toes done? Because you're getting your nails and toes done and you don't have a goddamn job. Why do you keep spending your money on getting your nails and toes done? Because being looking good, why should I add to my depression? Like, getting my nails and toes done. Let me tell you something. No matter how many times I've gone without money, I'm telling you, getting my nails and toes done is not gonna make or break the budget. As a matter of fact, it's a part of the goddamn budget because looking good makes you not going to a spiral of crashing out from depression because you goddamn feeling how you look. And I just don't want to be like that. Like, I know I'm going through it in life and there's some things I'm going to sacrifice, right? Yeah, we all are. We have our sacrifices. But looking good, shit, I could be going through the most, bitch, and I'm still look good through it all. You're going to be like, I can't tell that you're going through anything because you look good. Yep. That's when nobody believes me when I get online telling them. I don't know how you expect for me to look. I still got my ex-husband's. I'm not going to show y'all my ex-husband, but I got his ID from university. Yep. I got my ex-husband ID. I got my ex-husband employment authorization card for America. Yep. I got all his shit. Thank you, Gordo. I appreciate you, Gordo. Gordo, you making a pretty decent salary for your. You're making a pretty decent salary for your wife and your 4 kids. Yes, you have 4 kids, a wife, and your amount. Start a YouTube channel, Gordo. Shit, tell your wife to start a YouTube channel. Tell her to start a faceless YouTube channel. She can make money online. She can find different ways to make money even if she don't want to leave the home. She could start a small business. Like, she could do something. She could start, if anything, start a goddamn YouTube channel and be a mom, like do mommy topics, like encourage her to do something else, but shout out to you and your family. Shout out to you being the man of your house and still getting up, and you didn't even complain. You just told us what it was, and because we're all talking about the same thing right now. But shout out to you for still being a man, being a protector and a provider of your household, and making shit happen even though we are all going through it right now. Your wife and your kids, I'm sure they're grateful to have you as the man in their house. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. There are some men out here who are not. It's hard, but they still ain't goddamn complaining, and they getting up and making it happen every day. Indeed, likewise, ma'am. Thank you so much, Gordo. My stepdad just struggled, but he still. We the men. That's right. My stepdad. I watch my stepdad get up and go to work every single fucking day for over 20 years. Well, that's not true. Over 50, more like 15 years, because he came into my life when I was 3 years old, and then my mom, and then I left I left after I graduated high school, so I was 18 years old. So the 15 years of my stepdad being in my life, I seen him get up every single morning at 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, and then he would wake me up next in the house. And blessings to Gordo and his family. He would wake me up, and then but he did it for years. He never complained. He just got up and went to work. And he would work his motherfucking ass off, and he would come home and he would go drink and he would go gamble. And now that I'm older, I understand that was a lot. As a grown man, taking care of 7 kids with your wife who's not working, and you busting your ass working 60 hours plus a week because you work at 12-hour shifts. 5 days a week. 12 times 5 is 60. I know that calculation. So you working 60 hours per goddamn week, busting your ass, and your wife, all she do is complain, and you got 7 motherfucking kids running around the house, and it still ain't enough for no goddamn body. It's just, and I know that was when I was living with my parents, and that shit's still going on today. And nowadays, people ain't even getting married enough and staying with the mama and the daddy for the kids to have both parents in the house. So it's even more of a struggle now more than ever. That shit crazy. She's crazy. That's why as soon as my goddamn ex-husband was like, let my kid go to Africa. If you let my kid go to Africa, you will not have to worry about anything, and then you will let my kid go to Africa. And I said, hell yeah, I'm finna let your kid go to Africa. I will miss my kid, but yeah, I will not struggle here like this. Because my kid needs to know her culture, and she needs to know her language and where she comes from. And that was like, shit. A lot of women, when some women say, if I had the opportunity, I would do it. And some women were like, hell no, I would never do that with my only kid. Who alive, Robert? Is who alive? Who, my stepdad or my ex-husband? I truly don't think it's appropriate to bring a kid into the world right now, but you also never know if the world will change in 5 to 6 years for better or for the worse. Nate, I absolutely agree. I don't think it's sufficient to bring a kid into this world right now. My kid just so happened to be 10 years. She'll be 10 in November, but that's why I haven't had any more also. I'm not going to sit up here as stepfather. Oh, my stepfather, yes, he's still alive. He's still alive. He's still alive. My stepfather is still alive. We don't have the best relationship. Like growing up, me and my stepfather had a really, really close relationship. But our relationship was so close that my mom was an insecure woman, and she thought that I was sleeping with her husband, and I never slept with my stepdad. My stepdad never came on to me like that. My stepdad never in his life made any types of signs or gestures or anything. All he did was be a good man. I always looked at my stepfather as the man who stepped up to the plate to be a father to me when my real father got deported back to Haiti. So, new subscriber here, I enjoy it. Thank you so much, Katie. So when my real father got deported to Haiti, and my mom, like, that relationship dissipated, my stepfather came into the picture. But then my stepfather was such a great father that my mom used to beat me because she thought I was sleeping with her husband. And I never slept with my stepfather. He was just a really good stepfather. He was so good to me that he had me down as his beneficiary on his life insurance policy over my mom, and that pissed her off and enraged her even more when she found that out. And once she found that out, she used to beat me about it as if I did it, and I didn't even know or understand what a life insurance policy was at that age. Crazy work. Nasty. So nasty. So rude. But nowadays, my stepfather, he's loyal. He's still loyal to my mom because that was his wife, but he's not loyal to me. Yep, Willie, it is. It is, Willie. It is. She used to beat me because she thought that her husband was sleeping with me when he wasn't. He trusted me because I don't even want to. If you ask my siblings who raised them, they're gonna say me, and that pisses my mom off too. They'd be like, "You didn't even raise us," and my mama wasn't even working, so they'd be like, "Yep." They'd be like, "Oh, you didn't even raise us. Akiela raised us." That'll piss my mom off. It pissed her off that her husband didn't put the life insurance policy in her name, but he put it in my name. And now that we've gotten older and I started speaking out about my story, and I started my YouTube channel, and I started speaking my truth and living in my truth and telling what it is, like, I grew up like this. Because my mom would be like, what happens in this house stayed in this house. So once I came out on YouTube and started making YouTube videos, I don't care about you hating me, girl. I don't care. I don't care. That's a you problem, not a me problem. Yep. Sorry for your experience. It's okay, lovey. So yeah. So now that we're grown, my dad has. I started coming on YouTube and telling my truth. Like, yo, I think my mom put me out. My mom was married. She was getting money from these men and letting me be with these grown men while she's over here with her husband. Like, once I started coming out and telling my YouTube story, like telling my stories on YouTube about what the fuck happened with the mayor, with the police officers of my town. I'm only 15 years old. Like, once I started coming out and telling my motherfucking story, my parents basically like disowned me and was like, I ain't fucking with you. We don't fuck with you no more. Blah 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 blah. But they talk to me now, and we had to go through a lot of shit to get to where we are today, and we still not even hardly there because I still be getting triggered sometimes. But we had to, yeah, I'm telling you. And I lock your SSN. That could be it. Classy 137. My mama do know my SSN, and I told her she fucked up my credit score, and I told her if I ever found out that you put something else in my name, you're going to jail. You're going to jail. Because when you get older, and you know how a lot of black parents, I don't know if other races did this, but a lot of black parents will put things in their children's names when their kids are younger, and they fucking up their kids' credit score before they could even be of age to be able to take care of things. And when I went out to get my first apartment, and I went to go turn on my electricity, it was like, oh, you already have electricity in your name right now, and it's at this address. And I was like, that's not mine. And then they were like, well, if you know who it is, you can report them, and you have to call the police and file a police report and do all these things, and the person that did it will go to jail. And at the time, I was only like 18 years old trying to get my own first place, and I didn't want to put my mama in jail, but she kept doing it for years. And I finally told her probably like 4 or 5 years after that what time is it there? It's 9:23 a.m. And I finally told her, like, if you don't stop putting things in my social security number, I'm going to tell the police on you, and I'm going to get your ass locked up. And if we go to court, I'm going to tell them everything that you did. So not when you only get locked up for this incident that you just did, you'll get locked up for all the previous incidents as well, because I know it's you. You're the only one who knows my social security number. Layla says, I plan to put stuff in my daughter's name when like 14. I want to help her build her credit so she have a high credit score by 18. As a parent, you should be helping your child, but sad, not most of the time. Layla, if you have the ability to put your child in a position of power to help them with their credit, and you're not trying to do evil things to them, like lower their credit so low that they can't get goddamn electricity in their name by the time they get out the house, and they have to fight to get this shit out of their name and without getting their parents locked up, then do that. Like, if you could be a good parent to your child, and you can do the right thing by your child by helping your child make money at a young age, or helping your child get a better credit score at a young age, whatever it is that you could do to help your child, do that. But I witnessed something complete opposite. As a matter of fact, today when I woke up, what made me want to go live is I wanted to get on here and talk to y'all, but something else that I realized is that when I woke up, I was like, the reason why my relationship are with women the way that it is, and I always talking about it, and I've been talking about it for years, is because of the relationship that I had with my mom, my aunts, my cousins, my sisters, my siblings. These bitches was some motherfucking bullies, and then y'all expect for me to get up and grow up and be like, oh, even though it's my job to heal, I've been working on myself, and I feel like I have better relationships with women nowadays. But you never forget when you see a snake rear its head. You never forget when you see a snake shed its skin. A snake will only fucking size you up to get beside you again to see how big of a size that you gotta be so that they can devour you. People don't be wishing you motherfucking well, even when it comes from, I seen it firsthand come from my own fucking mother. And you have a nerve to sit up here and telling me, like, and you don't you dare get in my motherfucking comments and tell me that, oh, that's your family. That's your family. That's your family. Bitch, no shit, Sherlock. I know that's my family. That's why it makes it even more egregious, the behavior and the shit that they did. You need to heal and keep talking. You need to heal and keep talking it out. You've been there. am talking about it with you all because we are talking about credit scores, which is something that affected me from my own mother. And I noticed that a lot of black mothers do that. They fuck their kids' future up before the kid can even have a fair chance at having one. And it's not right. Mary Walker says, what sign am I? I'm an Aries. I am a true Aries. April 2nd. My birthday, April 2nd. Shout out to the Aries. Like I said before, I've been started speaking my truth, girl. I started speaking my truth so many years ago that that's why my YouTube channel came from me getting out and exposing the real shit in my family long time ago. That's why my stepdad don't want to talk to me no more. Was your mother born here? Was my mom born where? My mom was born in Massachusetts. My mama is a northern baby. Y'all Aries always ready to fight. Us Aries always telling the truth. Us Aries gonna call you out on your bullshit. Us Aries are not afraid of confrontation, and you shouldn't be afraid of confrontation either, because it a lot of times, a lot of y'all other strong. Yes, Mary, I am. A lot of y'all are passive aggressive. You know, passive aggressive. I'm very direct. I don't have to hide it or bullshit it. If I don't like you, I'm not going to talk to you. I'm not going to fake kick it in your face. I'm not going to fake hang around you. I'm not doing none of that. None of that. What I might do, what I realize, if you try to manipulate me or something, I might stick around and see your manipulative tactics because I ain't never seen them before, and I might want to use them on somebody else, or maybe even turn around and use them against you. So I will stick around and observe you for that. Love you, Tim's. You said you're a Sagittarius. You're very direct. I find that some Sagittarius say they direct, but you know, y'all could be a little. I don't know. My former best friend is a Sagittarius. I have a couple. Actually, I got a couple. I have had a Sagittarius. Yep, shady. Yeah, shady. I've had some Sagittarius friends, guys and girls. My sisters, my mom got a set of Sagittarius twins. My former best friend, like, we get along well. I feel like we get along well until y'all get to being goddamn shady, and then I gotta call y'all out of y'all shit, and then y'all say I'm doing too much when it was really not me doing too much. Y'all being subtle and indirect, and then I be like, let's talk about it. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Scorpio, shout out to the Scorpios. Good morning, Paul. Good morning, Jen. Good morning, Jay. Shout out to my fellow Aries, April 10th. Yeah. Scorpios are direct. Scorpios are direct. Hitting that blunt, yes. The only other astrological sign, since we want to talk, we can talk about astrology. I know a little bit about every sign, but I know about mine the most. What sign is my mom? My mom, Mary. You ain't finna believe this shit. Mary, you ain't finna believe this shit. My mom is a fucking Libra. I've studied them from head to toe. Libras, them lying-ass Libras, always be acting like y'all the victim of every situation, like somebody just out to hurt y'all. Y'all are loving people, though. Libras are very loving. They always beautiful. They always look good. Yeah. You see, I'm an Aries and my mama is a Libra. Yes. Always lying. Them lying-ass Libras on the outside to the public, they be one way, but behind closed doors, they a completely different way. Patricia says I'm a Libra. Hi, Patricia. Shout out to the Libras. I love y'all though. Y'all are the opposite of me. Like my cousin, my favorite cousin in the world. She used to be my favorite cousin. She's a Libra. Leo. Shout out to the Leos. Shout out. You make Aries look bad. Mo Beef, please go. Please get off my live. If anything, I make us look better. Please get off my live. Male Libras lie a lot. Like, I'm a Libra, no liar here. Libras do lie. Virgo, shout out. Oh, Lord. Virgos are sweet people, but I find that Virgo females, I find them to be a little shady sometimes. They like, instead of, because they don't like confrontation, they tend to lie their way out of the scenario instead of just being honest about what is really going on. And I don't like that about them. Them Virgo women. Just say what it is. Just say what it is. You are great. Keep doing you. Leo here. Thank you so much. Me and Leo get along like white on rice because we're both very into ourselves. We love ourselves. We have Leo understand my confidence and I understand a Leo's confidence. Leo's act, people be like, oh, Leos are cocky, they're self-centered, they're this way, they're that way. Oh fuck. Wait a minute. Jaden. I just seen your name. Jaden. I just seen your name. Jaden, first of all, I just see your name, and guess what? You are on my calendar. You see that? Jaden Brooks' birthday. Everybody, let's say, tell Jaden Brooks happy birthday. Today is Jaden Brooks' birthday. I don't even know what we were just talking about. We talking about Leos, but we're going to have to pause on Leos and shout out to this goddamn Libra right now. Because Jaden Brooks, it's your birthday. I hate liars too, Robert. Everybody say happy birthday to Jaden Brooks. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. I hope this is the best day ever. Happy birthday. Girls, turn up for your motherfucking birthday. Happy birthday to Jaden. I hope it's the best day ever. I hope you get everything you want. You are now entering a new year, a new chapter, new blessings, new beginnings, new life, new love. I hope that you get everything you want. You keep going after your dreams. You keep going after your goals. You keep hitting everything that you want in your life and you'll get it. Keep being pretty. Keep taking care of yourself. Happy birthday to you. I love you. Shout out to you. And thank you so much for being a supporter of me. So, yes, go back to these goddamn lying-ass Leos. I'm kidding. I really do love people. I have good and bad things to say about all signs, including my own. She said, what we drinking? It is 9:32 in the morning. What you drinking? What you drinking? What you drinking? I got my drink in my cup. I have good and bad things to say about all signs. Even with my own. I'm an Aries. And as direct as we are, we can be never too early. Cheers. Aries can be we are very direct people and we will cut you off in a heartbeat. But some things that people don't know about us is we will study the fuck out of you. You think we're not paying attention to you? We're paying attention to your every goddamn move. Geminis, shout out to the Geminis. What about Scorpio? Scorpio. I love Scorpios. Scorpios are very, they have this mysterious side of them to me. They come across as very mystique, but they're direct. They love hard. They're faithful to their people. They are territorial, and they will get on your ass. But it's like Aries and Scorpio kind of reminds me of each other with the way that they come across in their bluntness and their directness. However, don't get it twisted with a Scorpio. Scorpios do not play those games. I have to speak from an experience of being around the Scorpios that I've been around. They're like snipers. They are scorpionic for a reason. But good people. I don't feel like your astrological sign, especially the sun sign, says everything about who you are, because you have to play in. You have your moon sign and you also have your rising sign. And your rising sign, typically the mood of your rising sign changes like every 2 hours or so, like that. So you have to look into the depths of it. And then your moon sign is who you are when you're super duper comfortable around people that make you like, it's who you are when you're by yourself, even around the people who you feel the most comfortable around. And my moon sign is a Leo, and then my rising sign is a Libra. So I got my big three are Aries, Leo, and Libra. Those are my big three. Aries, Leo, and Libra. You have a wonderful day. Thank you so much, Paul. I hope you do the same. Do you read cards? No, Patricia, I don't read cards. What about Scorpio? Yeah, yes. Shout out to the Scorpio. No, I love Scorpios. They definitely. It's starting to rain outside, so I'm gonna need my umbrella when I go to practice. But let me close my window so I don't get no rain on my TV. I'm gonna close my window so I don't get no rain on my TV, but I'm going to open my front door because I like to listen to the sound of the rain. Can y'all hear the rain? It's raining outside right now. Your big three is Scorpio, Leo, and Sag. Ooh, you spicy. You spicy, Katie. I like that. Me and you got the same. We and you got the same moon sign, girl. Yes. What are Gemini? Delma says, what are Gemini to you as far as being a man? Gemini to me, if me and a Gemini get together, it's hard to pull us apart. A Gemini man. Not only are we compatible with conversations, but we're also compatible intimacy wise, and we're compatible mentally, physically, and we're also compatible when it comes to just like our chemistry bouncing back and forth off of each other. I think that me and Geminis go very well together, so well that y'all become stalkers of mine. Yep. To this day, all the Geminis that I've ever been with still stalking me online. Facts. And they don't even care that they, even in person, they'll, like, I remember one time I was talking to this Gemini guy from my hometown, and he would, every time he would find out I'm in town, I wouldn't even tell him I'm in town, but he would find out I'm in town, and he would pop up to where I'm at, and he would never leave. Like, he was like, I don't give a damn if you see me right here, I'm right here, and with no other nigga in here better not try to talk to you. Like, just crazy. But good lovers, great lovers. I love it. Okay. Oh, whoa. Yeah, be quiet. I know. Like, y'all gonna get to that money too. That's another thing I like about Gemini men. They gonna get to their money. They gonna hustle. They out hustle a lot of people. Must be what drew me to you. I'm telling you, like, Leo, me and Leos have the best times ever because we are just carefree, loving our life, and just doing whatever we want. It's true. Leos inspire me to be more lighthearted, and I inspire Leos to have more confidence in themselves, even more than what they already have. I will give you 20 what, Grant? Hi, I'm from Nunavut. Love your nails. Thank you. Hi, Keisha. Shout out to Nunavut. You love my nails. Thank you so much, girl. I got my nails done yesterday. I love it so much. I love being a woman. Aries. Yes, I am an Aries. I am a true Aries. April 2nd is my birthday. I love being an Aries. I just love myself. I like who I am. I like my flaws. I accept myself. I've spent a lot of time with myself. Like, I've really gotten to know me. And the way that I can sit here and talk to other people is because I do the same thing with myself. I take care of myself. I pour into myself. I love on myself. The same stuff that I call out from people, I take the same accountability within myself. That's why they say that you can only love people. You said the rain sounds so relaxing. It is, girl, and I'm looking at it. They say that you can only love people can only love you as deep as they love themselves. And sometimes the depth in which I love myself scares people because I show forth that same love to them. And I'm thinking, and that's something that's always on my mind, is that I gotta go back to work. But thank you, everyone. You're very welcome, Jada. I hope you have the best day ever. Happy birthday again to you. So the depth in which I love myself is the same depth of love I extend to others. And the feedback that I've gotten from it is that it scares them because they don't even love themselves that deep, and I'm teaching them to love themselves that deep. But it's because I love myself like that, because I've spent time in the dark with myself, because I've had to address a lot of things that I went through at a young age. You say, is this a turban? Nigga. Nigga. Yes, B man. It's all good. It just made me laugh because I was trying to have a serious moment and you're like, is that a turban? That made me laugh. Yes, a turban. That made me laugh. Thank you. That made me laugh. Okay, so um I've taken the time to really sit with myself. You know, like really address the shit that I didn't like about myself. I know I don't care what people think about me nowadays, because one time I used to care about what people think about me, and then I realized that they don't even think of themselves that much. So why would I care about them thinking about what they think? Why would I care about what they think about me? I said to myself a long time ago, I gotta spend the rest of my life with myself, so I better learn to love her. I better learn to pour into her. I better learn to accept her. I better learn to fuck with her. Yep, we doing the same thing. That's right. I appreciate you. But you need to definitely... I ain't trying to show my... Y'all, for real, I ain't got no goddamn panties on. And... Excuse me, that's nasty. And you need to... The guy I be talking to often... He often looks at me confused a lot, because he be like, baby, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Aries, as I am, compatible, defenders, as well as truth tellers. Yes, Aries, that's us. That's right, Mark. Thank you, Zachary, for the Bible verses. Yeah, he be looking at me like, what are you gonna do? And because how do you keep smiling? How do you keep being happy? How do you keep being excited when you are going through so much shit in life? And I'm just like, well, happiness is a choice. I've had a lot and I've had a little. I've had a lot and I've had a little. I had a lot and I had a little. Like, I'm not... Materialistic things do motivate me, and I like nice things. However, I'm not just like gonna be... I'm not... It's like sometimes I watch stories about people and they will literally themselves out because they've lost their job, or they don't have this anymore, they don't have that anymore, and I'm just like... And I've had those types of thoughts, but that would be too easy. That would be the easy way out. And I remember like years ago when I was thinking like that, and now sometimes I just sit and be grateful that I didn't do such a foolish act, because how would I be able to enjoy the life that I'm living now had I took the time to do that? You know what I mean? So when I pull back from that energy, I'm not here to beef with anybody. I don't have no problems with anybody. I don't even know. I don't keep up with other people. I'm more concerned about myself and what I want to do with my life and how I want my life to look for me. And I'm getting online talking and sharing this narrative with you all because I really want to see a change. And I have. Y'all have been supportive of me. Y'all have been supportive of my journey. Y'all have been supportive of my YouTube channel. And this man keep on saying, I don't know what you gonna do, baby. And I was like, I'm gonna make it big. I'm gonna make it big. I'm going to keep putting myself out here on YouTube. What am I smoking? Are you asking me a question, or are you being sarcastic? I'm confused. Thank you, Freeway. I have a really large book collection. I got a lot of books. Thank you. Your feet are pretty. Oh, thank you. I got them done yesterday. So, these are my high thoughts. I'm smoking weed, so these are kind of like my high thoughts right now, to be honest with you. These are my high thoughts. The shit I be thinking about. We done talked about everything on this goddamn live today. We done talked about goddamn. We talked to Gordo. We talked to Good Deed. I'm really enjoying this YouTube for us here. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you. I'm just sitting up here talking to you all. I was on here last night. I feel like there's nothing stopping me from going all in on YouTube except the, like, sometimes my energy is, I just feel drained. Would you rather marry Batman, Superman, or Spider-Man? Batman, Superman, or Spider-Man? I'm gonna have to go with Batman. I'm gonna have to go with Batman. I like Batman more. I like Batman more than Superman and Spider-Man. Don't burn your pretty nails. I'm not gonna burn them. That's why I got them cut short. I won't burn them. As a matter of fact, let me show you how I prevent myself from burning my pretty nails. A tweezer. I'm a bougie smoker. Like this. Yep. Yep. You know, I like, every time it rains like this, like it has been like storm season here in Florida. Yes, Mary, this is how you do it. Put it in the air like this. So this, ever since it's been storm season or hurricane season here in Florida, it has been raining a lot. Like, it's been raining so much, and I just open my door and just listen to the sound of the rain. Sometimes, if I wasn't on live right now, I would still have my door open, but I would probably be either listening to a podcast or reading a book. So every time it rains like this, that's what I like to sit and do. I like to sit and read a book or sit and listen to a podcast. Is that a green screen behind you? Hello? No, this is not a green screen. This is my home. You like smoking? Me too, girl. This is my home. This is my beautiful home that I put together piece by piece with the things that I love. Everything in my home is things that I love. Last book I read, okay, hold on. The last book I read, the last personal development I read, like, the last book I read, to be honest, is called, I was actually reading it last night, A Billionaire's Weakness. So I was reading personal development books. I had the Old Money book is the last personal development book that I read, and then I had got this series on my Kindle. I have what's called my Guilty Pleasures, and I was reading, let me tell y'all, because this shit was so good. The Night a Rich Thug Saved Me. I was reading this, right? Let me tell y'all, don't judge me. I be reading my hood lover books. Let me get the name of it, y'all. It was good. It was so good. I read all 4 books back to back. I couldn't even stop reading it. That's how good it was. The Night of Rich Thug Saved Me got 4 parts to it. So I read all 4 of those. And then right now I'm reading. I'm trying to look for the ones that I've read. Yeah, The Night of Rich Thug Saved Me got 4 books too. It's by this girl called Princess Diamond on Amazon. So I read that. And now I'm reading A Billionaire's Weakness. So I'm reading that too. But I like to read. You're so pretty. Thank you so much. I like The Coldest Winter. Oh, Leaky. I read that book probably 15, 16 years. I read that book when I think I was probably 18, 19. Excuse me. Because I didn't start getting into like the hood lover fairy tales until about 17 years old. So I read The Coldest Winter. That book was so good. I could probably reread it again. I haven't read it in at least 10 years. It's been a minute. But I remember reading that book. That was a good book. Now that's a classic hood lovers book. You look like you about 20 years old. That's good. That's real good. I like the urban books. Me too. I like the urban books. When it's not raining, I put on rain sounds. Me too, Mary. Nashville, Tennessee, 75% rain for the last 3 days here. Yes. I don't know what's going on right now. They say that we're supposed to have a brutal winter. It's supposed to be in the Sun Belt states. It's going to be it's going to be warmer than it would be for the winter, and then the northern states are supposed to get colder. They're supposed to have like a severe winter. So yeah. You said you have as well, Classy 137. You read The Coldest Winter Ever. That was a really good book. But that's what I'm reading. I actually have something to do in a couple hours. Yeah, The Coldest Winter Ever was really, really good. I'm going to be participating in my local elections. I encourage you all to participate in your local elections as well, and not just wait for the big election every 4 years, because you do have the power to make the policies go in your favor if you go down to the town hall meetings and participate in your local elections and what's going on around you. You have nice skin. What is your skin routine? What do you use? Thank you so much. Girl, soap and water. You see this big old receipt right here? I use this soap and water. I've been using this kojic acid soap, and I feel and I also have adapalene. I use adapalene, and so I wash my face with kojic soap, and then I put the adapalene on my blemishes, and then I put the CeraVe lotion on, and I use Black Girl Magic sunscreen. I need to be more consistent at using my sunscreen, but I definitely wash my face, put the adapalene on, and moisturize my skin. And I drink water, and I eat properly. I eat according to what favors my body, what makes me feel good. She used mascara to her to put some water on her face, and you see how her face really looks. Sister Soldier, you saying it right. That is Sister Soldier. I don't have anything on my face right now. It's literally, I have my eyelashes on. My eyebrows are microbladed, so my eyebrows have been like this since 2021. You're welcome, Mary. And I have on false eyelashes because I did my eyelashes yesterday, and I did not take them off because I didn't have to. They could stay on for a couple days. So now what? You mad because I woke up like this and you woke up like that? Let's talk about it. And these my real tea. Black Girl Sunscreen. My daughter does their commercials. She's on Instagram. Hello, Falcon. Hi. Shout out to Falcon. Black Girl Magic. Shout out to Falcon. I use Black Girl Magic sunscreen as well. One of my friends put me on. She's like pro black everything, so she's always shopping with black people, buying from black people, everything. And she put me on to Black Girl Magic sunscreen. Or is it called Black Girl Sunscreen or Black Girl Magic sunscreen? I got White Boy Magic. Shout out to you. No, I'm just like, damn, this is Eric, get off my live. Because if you like, damn, this is that, then why you sitting up here watching me? You're so fucking weird. You're a weirdo. Fucking window licker. Exactly. Delma, screw him. I'm just on here vibing with my people, talking to those who talking to me. You sound like a nice person to be around, fun person to be around. I am a bundle of joy. Yes, a bundle of joy. LOL, you go, girl. I like you. Thank you, chick dog. Indica or sativa? I'm more of a sativa girl. Hi, how are you today? Hi, Frank. Thank you so much. I'm wonderful. Thank you for asking. How are you, Frank? How's your day going? What time is it where y'all are? It is 9:56 a.m. for me. Good. You good, Frank? Okay, cool. Let me make sure I don't flash y'all. Bundle of joy sounds like a mandatory fun day. Exactly. I am a bundle of joy. You are so funny. Shit. LOL. Window looking. Exactly. They are window lickers. They like. I like what I see on the screen. Sativa for sure. 10 a.m. in Boston. Oh, shout out to Boston. Shout out to Detroit. 8:57 a.m. in Nashville, Tennessee. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to Boston. 8:57 in Oklahoma. Oh, Oklahoma, California. Okay, no, Oklahoma City. My bad. Florida, 9:50. We both in Florida. Newark, New Jersey, 9:57. Good morning, Oklahoma City. Good morning, Boston strong. Yes, I am a Bostonian. I actually last night, y'all, I was drinking and I said that I was born at Brigham's Memorial Women's Hospital, and that is not correct. I was born at Brigham's Women's Hospital in Boston, Massachusetts, not Memorial. Shout out to Houston. Shout out to California. It's about to be 7 a.m. Yes, girl, you up early. Shout out to Georgia. Shit, roll up. I'll be there. I got something rolled right now. Brigham's and Women's. Yes, okay, yes. Brigham's. That's where I was born, chick dog. I was born there. 9:58 in Georgia. Shout out to Georgia. I was born at Brigham and Women's Hospital. Yes. I am a Bostonian. When did you leave Boston? I left Boston. I'm gonna tell you, the brain, to answer your question, I have a lot of books. Thank you so much. My favorite book is this book by Florence Scovel Shinn. It's called The Game of Life and How to Play It. It's a very thin, practical book and can be applied as soon as possible. To answer your question, chick dog, I left Boston, Massachusetts when I was about 4 years old. And then I came to Georgia. I went to Georgia and I was raised in Georgia. And then I would go back and forth from Georgia to Boston, Massachusetts to spend my summers there with my Haitian side of the family and sometimes my American side, because I do have both in Massachusetts. But I was raised in Georgia. And then about 2 years, actually, yeah, September 9th marked my 2 years of me being in Florida. September 16th marked 2 years of me being in my apartment. And yeah, that's my life. As soon as I was 18 years old, I left my parents' home 2 days after I graduated high school. My birthday was April 2nd, 2011. I graduated May 28th or May 26th, 2011. And I was gone by May 28th. And in Atlanta, Georgia, on my own with 2 bins of clothes. And I've been at my mama's house ever since, hustling and making a way. You on the East Coast or you on the East Coast or East Coast of Florida? Oh, you on the East Coast or West Coast of Florida? I'm on the South Coast of Florida. I'm Miami Beach. I'm South Florida. One love from Texas. Shout out to Texas. We stay lit, baking at 9 a.m. I just baked one with you all because I've been on here for at least an hour now.
And I do have another one, but moderation is necessary. My favorite books is By Way of Deception, based off Israelite intelligence. Never heard of that one, The Brain. That sounds interesting. Chick Dog says, wow, what state do you like the best of the three? I would have to say Florida. I love living in Miami. You know what's so strange about living in Miami is everywhere in Miami, before I moved here, I had a job and I was just feeling like I felt like it was already time for me to move Atlanta. Like God already told me to leave Atlanta, and I didn't listen to him. And then a string of things started happening. Like I lost my job, and like it was so crazy because amazing things, good things, and bad things were happening at the same time. It was like God was giving me the tools necessary to move, and I still wasn't making a change. And then I finally made a change to Florida, and I haven't looked back. And I felt so stable here in Florida, even though I haven't had a job here in Florida in like almost 2 years. I lost my job December 12th, 2023. And then I was looking for another job. And then I found another job and got hired, and it was a decent salary. And then I got fired for pretext discrimination. And then because they didn't have no reason, like there was no reason for the firing. Even to this day, there's still no reason on my paperwork. There is no reason. So I understand that it's pretext discrimination. I'm not the victim, Smith. I'm not the victim. I'm not saying that I'm the victim. What I'm saying is these are the realities of what I'm facing. I just smoke. I do not have the, like, do not piss me off right now. Do not fucking piss me off. I'm just gonna block you. Do not fucking piss me off right now. I'll show you why the corporate offices didn't. I will feed into your narrative. I sure the fuck will. Leave me the fuck alone. Now, as I was saying before, on paper, my resume is worth $100,000 or more. It has been a challenge. And then the thing about it is, if you look up Florida, everyone pays lower. I'm not a victim. I'm not looking for apologies. Look at her. Look, listen. I'm sharing my story. Whether you want to listen to it or not, keep scrolling. That's all. So these are the obstacles I'm facing, but I haven't allowed anything to hold me back or stop me from remaining positive in regards to what it is that I want. So, anyway, so there are some obstacles that I faced in my life while I Chick Dog, I'm not playing with these motherfuckers. You know what? The brain. You know what? The brain. I absolutely agree. The brain. I absolutely agree. It's been like I wanted to move to Miami because I wanted to be close to the beach. I didn't really have a. I'm not Chick Dog. I'm just gonna block them. Okay, so carrying on back to our conversation. The brain says, I like the laid back vibe of Boca Raton. Miami has too many people since the pandemic. I agree. You know what's so crazy is I came down here to Miami a few years ago prior to me moving, and I was like, I was gonna move here. I was like, I'm moving to Miami. I'm moving to Miami. And I just kept saying I was moving to Miami, and I wasn't sure if or when or how or anything. And it's when I took this picture. I took this picture June 8th, 2021. Y'all can follow me on Instagram at Akiela Galore. I took this picture on June 8th, 2021. And I live down the street from where I took this picture at, y'all. I took this picture too. I live down the street from this picture. Like, I just came here to visit, and I was like, I'm gonna move here. And now I live down the street from where I once used to just visit. So it is a part of what I wanted it to be. It is definitely a part I was like, I'm coming. I want to be in Miami. Like, I came here to do shit like this. Like, I wanted to be on the beach and flipping around and jumping around and having a good time. And I came here and accomplished just that. But now I feel like I want something different and I'm working towards it. Okay, so Maria says, I live in Port St. Lucie, Miami, too busy. Miami is great. I'm confused. What do you want? What's the goal? Carrie and Harmon, I'm confused on why you on my live. Let me go ahead and block you. Get you up out of here. Bye. Now, we not confused anymore because I just got your ass the fuck up out of here. Maria says, I used to live in Plantation, Florida. Moved to Port St. Lucie, Florida. I love it. I don't know much about Plantation, Florida or Port St. Lucie, Florida. I should look those up. Michelle says, I love Hollywood Beach or Pembroke Pines. Never been to either of those either. Maria says, yes, love Hollywood Beach. Haven't been there. Ishik says, Pensacola, Florida. Pensacola, Florida, Daytona, New Smyrna beaches. Central Florida is more affordable. I was looking at Pensacola Beach on the map and it just didn't look appealing to me. Ooh, wow. Hey, although I'm flipping you around, you are right. Like, that's great. Oh, hell no. See, every time I get them up out of here, they come back on a different account. I live on the beach, wake up to the ocean, eat the most natural foods. Unserious as fuck. Are you being serious right now? Or should I go by your name? Have you been to Florida Keys? I've been to Key West, Florida, but I haven't been to the Florida Keys. I haven't explored much of Florida. I need to get out and explore more of Florida. That's what it sounds like. I need to get out and explore more of Florida, like get out the house. Have you been to Florida? Nope. Your nails look very beautiful. Thank you so much. I got my nails done yesterday. Nah, I'm joking. Okay, exactly. Like, I'm glad I read your name. Unserious as fuck. I'm glad that you have a great sense of humor. Start with Chicago. I said I need to explore more of Florida, and then you tell me to start with Chicago. I've been to Chicago I think like once or twice before. Clearwater near Tampa is really nice too. I've heard good things about Clearwater, Florida. But I've been to Tampa a couple times. I've been to Daytona. I've been to Orlando. I feel like I went to the most touristy places of where the tourist people go. I love the Lakewood Ranch area as well. I need to get outside, y'all. I need to get outside. LOL, chick dog. I need to get outside. I feel like I be outside sometimes, but maybe because I be in my own little world here in... I see a little neck. Maybe because I be in my own little world and I need to get outside of it. I'm flying into Miami this weekend for about a week. I'll hide in Little Havana for the Cuban food before going to Boca. Oh, that's going to be so cool, the brain. Where are you flying in from? Ocala is really nice too. Ocala, Florida. I've heard good things about Ocala, Florida. Some of these places that y'all are mentioning in Florida, I've heard good things about them. Chick Dog says, what do I do for fun? What's considered fun to you? I do a lot of things for fun. A lot of things. Like specifically... lately, what I've been doing for fun, I haven't even really thought about it. I've been going outside and riding my electric scooter. I've been going to different places, trying different foods. I don't know. Maybe I need to do more things. I haven't really thought about fun per se, more so than the hustle. What I'm doing right now is fun to me. Talking to you all here on YouTube. It's fun for me. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Ocala is really nice too. Ocala, everybody saying they like Ocala. What do you do for... okay, everybody like Ocala. Okay, I need to check it out. I want a lazy river at my house when I'm older. That sounds fun. Good answer. Yeah, it is. It is. Me talking to you right now is fun. I went to see Weapons movie. Love it. Thanks for the recommendation. Oh, Marky Mark, did you like it? Weapons was crazy. I really enjoyed that movie though. It took me for a loop. Like, it had me on the edge of my seat the entire time that I was watching the movie because I needed to pay attention. Put your white girl wig back on. love the comments. I love the comments. I am subbing. You crack me up. Thank you so much. The woman witch reminds me of my mom. That's not funny. That's fucked up. That lady was crazy, wasn't she, Marky Mark? Like, oh my gosh. And then the kid who did with the kid. Marky Mark, we can't even spill all the deets in the live. Mr. 420, you get on my nerves. Watch Together movie. Okay, I'm gonna check it out. Okay. Lovely Nails. Thank you, Eric. I just saw you on another YouTube talking about Indians. The brain. Instagram page so fast I didn't catch it. Oh, my Instagram is Akiela Galore. AKIELAGALORE. AKIELAGALORE. That's me, Akiela Galore. AKIELAGALORE. I posted a couple videos yesterday. I be posted on my Instagram sometimes. So, and I actually recently went on my Instagram and went to my archives and put a lot of things back on my Instagram. So now I have a variety of posts for people to see, so you can see more of my personality, because previously I only had like 5 posts, but I went to my archive and put more posts back on my Instagram. So enjoy my feed. No spoilers. Okay, Nick, I won't. That's why I said I'm gonna stop. It smells like any. Okay, y'all. Okay, Mark. Okay. I'm not being funny. I know you're not Marky Mark. It's only funny because I know it's true. The hair on her scared me to the witch. There's a post. Yes, my toes are painted the same color as my nails. Of course. Just like the areas that you are. There's so much involved in our lives. We don't know which to pick from. All the best of what we can do for fun. Absolutely agree, Mark. Thanks for posing your nails. Thank you, Brain. Who are you? Good morning. Is there anyone that can help me get some eggs, bread, and groceries from the store? Going through a hard time. Oh, I'm sorry. I like your and you spamming my comments with the same message. Get the fuck on. That's why I just block you. That's what I will be doing. Electric scooter and working out. I'm not paying $350 on South Beach for lobster and steak. Agree, the brain. I went to lunch at Smith and Walensky's the other day, and it was like $252 for lunch. Two drinks, some oysters, lobster roll, clam chowder, and some tuna tartare. You're definitely pretty. Oh, yeah, thank you so much. Eric, thank you so much. Says you are definitely a privileged black girl. I agree. Thank you. Pure Beauty, thank you for showing them beautiful toes. Oh, now I can go back to work and have something sweet. Oh, Johnny. Unserious says electric scooters are fun as fuck, especially ones that go over 20 miles per hour. Yes, mine go 22 miles per hour. It goes about 22 miles, 35 kilometers. Do you see what happened in Dallas this morning? Crazy, right? What happened in Dallas this morning? Wow, 252, damn. I had one of those fell off of it hard as fuck. Me too, unserious. I fell off of a scooter in, I think it's on this side or this side right here. I had to get stitches. I had to get stitches right here. I had to get like 7 stitches because I fell off of a scooter going 17 miles per hour in Atlanta in Midtown. The wheel broke and I kept riding it. Nigga. You know what you're asking me is a violation of OPSEC. Be careful, I have access to track you. It's my job. And uh-oh. You think my hands look soft? You're sweet. Okay, so I have to go get ready. I have a meeting. Mike Hawk warned me of you. Shh. Y'all need to stop. Be nice. Play nice to each other, gentlemen. Play nice. Play nice now. Do not do that shit over here. Play nice. This is not a dick measuring contest right now. Play nice. I wiped out going down Peachtree instead of on skateboard. Oh, I shake. The brain, you're funny. Chick Dog, they up here having a dick measuring contest in the comments. They need to be nice to each other. Look at him. Talking about mine's the biggest for show for show. Y'all need to stop. Tylenol babies. We're not having a dick measuring contest right now. Okay, hope you have a wonderful day, hun. See you. If you go live this evening, I see why you're retired, LOL. I am gonna go live this evening, but it'll probably be after. I honestly can't remember how long the training takes. I don't know if it takes 1 hour, 4 hours. I can't remember how long the training is going to take, but I've already committed to it. They sent me a reminder through text message. They sent me a reminder through email. They sent me a reminder through calling me. So I'm going to come back later on, but it'll be maybe after 5 p.m. Maybe come on tonight. Maybe I'll do it tonight. But either way, I got to go get dressed and get prepared for this meeting. So I've enjoyed spending time with you all this morning. Smooches, and I'll see you sooner than later tonight.